What you doing?
I am making some barbecue pork chops. Barbecue braised pork chops. How about that? And I'm going to show y'all how I do that. It is really simple. It might be the same way everybody else makes theirs. I don't know.
Now these are center cut. These are good pork chops, aren't they, baby?
I don't know. I haven't tasted them yet.
No, they're good. They're center cut.
Well, we'll see shortly. They look good. I normally like the bone-in ones better. For some reason. I don't know why. But we're going to season these things. I got a couple of them seasoned up. So what we're going to do is I got a little bit of butter, just a little tiny pat of butter with some avocado oil in there. And we're going to sear them on both sides. And I got my oven set. I got it preheating to 350. So we're going to sear them on both sides. And then we're going to throw them in the oven. So all I'm using is a little bit of garlic powder. Oh, I forgot one. Two. A little bit of garlic powder. And some pepper. I use a pretty liberal amount of garlic and pepper. Okay. And I got some of this. It ain't nothing but just an cheap old steak seasoning. And that's going to be what I'm going to be using for my salt. There's not a whole lot of salt in there, but I don't like a whole lot of salt anyhow. Plus, we're going to have some barbecue sauce on them later on, and that's got salt in it too. I'm just going to season the other side up now. It should be. Yeah, that's good. We're going to start searing some up. Now, whenever y'all sear the meat, just don't overcrowd the pan. You get too much water going on in that pan, and it ain't gonna sear them correctly.
Jay, put some socks on the hat on and go outside and play. Tell them what happened to the snow, Brad.
Yeah, all that snow we got, it's about all melted now. That's fine with me. I just hope it all melts and goes down the daggum drain before I go to work in the morning. But they talking about everything freezing tonight, so. But that's all right. Hey, I'm glad we went out last night and let the kids have fun.
Oh yeah.
They might not ever see snow like that until they're my age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For our age, rather.
Honey, the snow's just about melted. Put on some socks and your hat and go outside.
Daddy said maybe we'll get to it.
No, he said we might see snow like that again next year or later this year.
Or never again.
Right, you don't know.
I don't remember ever seeing that much snow.
Nope.
You know?
Since we was kids. That was a lot of snow.
That was a lot of snow. I guess it could have been more, but that was good.
That was a lot.
Yep.
Really fun too.
Definitely didn't feel like South Carolina. That pan right there, that's going to be just the right size pan for all that meat though. I'm glad of that.
The big one?
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to do this. I don't like having two pans in there at one time, you know what I mean?
You mean in the oven? Right, yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I like having that one pan in there and that'd be it.
My mom gave me this big pan for Christmas one year, and we use it all the time.
Like I said, all I'm doing is searing these. I'm just kind of doing the same way you would do, you know, like searing a steak or something like that.
to lock in the moisture.
Yeah. I ain't gonna go crazy with it and do all the sides and all that stuff. I'm just searing them on both sides.
Same thing we do when we put a roast in the crock pot.
Yeah. But whenever we do the roast in the crock pot, I do the corners and stuff as well.
Are you gonna spray those?
No.
Okay.
No, all these have a little fat bag going around.
Okay.
It's gonna create. I'm probably gonna have to drain some
Halfway through or whatever.
grease off of it eventually.
You want a roasting pan instead?
No.
Okay.
Nope. So this is what I'm going to be doing for the next
10 minutes.
20 minutes or so. Searing some meat. I almost made a surprise earlier, and I decided against it because I started looking in the mirror and I thought I'm kind of a little.
Like cobbler or something?
No, I almost made some cinnamon rolls, some homemade cinnamon rolls.
Cobbler would have been
If y'all
good.
want to see me make homemade cinnamon rolls, let me know, and I'll do it. Lord knows I don't need them, but somebody else can enjoy them. And we're just going to put them right back on the plate where we got them from. And these will be super duper tender by doing this. And it takes time to do all this, but between the flavor and how tender it makes it, I'm even putting just a tiny little pat of butter when I'm doing this. But you do got to kind of re-up on it about every batch you make. And a little bit more oil, it kind of sticks to the meat a little bit. Freshen her up a little bit. If y'all using cast iron skillet, if you give her a little scratch every now and again when you're doing your meat like this, you won't end up with a bunch of stuff stuck to your pan by the time you're done. Speaking of cast iron, how many people out there cook with a cast iron? That's about all I use as far as when I'm frying stuff. I done got used to it. Now, I tell you, cast iron skillet loves to fry stuff. I wouldn't mind having me another one. Maybe Santa Claus will bring me another one next year. I wouldn't mind having one of them big old Dutch oven pots too. And maybe like a smaller one to do it, like a couple eggs in at a time instead of a big one. These right here probably won't take it long, because like I said, I'm doing this on almost on high. It's about a 9 on my temperature. I'm not really trying to cook them, I just want to get them seared. See how them already seared? It's a pretty quick process.
Then how long do they cook in the oven?
Well, the internal temperature of these pork chops, they don't really have to be but like 135, I think. So they won't cook in the oven very long, maybe 20 minutes or so at 350.
Okay.
It won't take long. They just got to get heated through and through. To 135 internal temperature. Yeah, so y'all, we'll be back whenever I get all these and we'll put them in the oven.
Okay. See y'all soon.